Minasan, konnichiwa. このビデオでは日本語レッスン2の文法を紹介します。Let's get introduced to grammar lesson 2 in this video. So broadly, if I have to tell you what would be discussed today is, first, learning demonstratives, namely kore, sore, are, dore, noun modifiers, kono, sono, ano, dono, framing out questions, asking the listener to choose between alternatives, and we will also learn how to answer these questions. Some more usages of particle no. Yes, we have already covered some usages in lesson 1. We would be extending our understanding in this lesson also. And last, we will learn an expression that is commonly used in conversations. それでは始めましょう。In the first section, our discussion would be on the ko, so, ado series. Ko, so, ado are certain prefixes that are added to create new words. First, we would learn ko, so, ado in the context of Japanese demonstratives. Now, demonstrative. In English language, there are two words that are used as demonstratives, namely this, that. Grammatical category, if I have to tell you, they will be put under the pronoun category. So, this, that, how do you understand or what meaning do you associate to these words? These two words are based on or differentiated based on the perceived distance from the speaker. A thing that is near the speaker would be referred to as this, and anything that is far away from the speaker would be referred to as that. So this was about the English grammar words which we've already learned. Now let's correlate the meaning of these words with the Japanese terms which we'll get introduced to. So in Japanese, there will be three words which are used to signify the distance from the speaker, namely ko, so, a. These are the prefixes. I would be adding something else to make this as words. So the first word here is going to be kore, this, sore, are. So we are starting with the re series in the ko, so, ado discussion. Kore. Remember one point. Whatever we are going to discuss as distance, the distance mapping should start from the speaker's viewpoint. Anything that is near the speaker would be referred to as kore. Anything that is distant from the speaker, in English there is only one word, that. But in Japanese there are two words. How there are two for the same thing, you may wonder. Whenever you're speaking and you want to refer to something, there are two people in conversation. One is the speaker and the other person is the listener. So what did I tell kore is? Kore is anything near the speaker. Anything which is near the listener would be referred to as sore. And a thing which is far away from both the speaker and the listener would be referred to as are. This we will come to it afterwards. Let's first gain control of these three words. So can we again repeat it? Kore. Kore means anything that is near the speaker. Sore. Anything that is near the listener. And are. Something that is far away from both speaker and listener would be referred to as are. Last, dore. This is an interrogative word, which means it is a question word. If you have to ask which one, which, then the word is dore. So we will look at the four words with an example now. Ta-da! So on the board, You can see some characters. I'll just introduce you to them. This is going to be the speaker, this listener, and there are three objects that you can see on the board. Let's look at the meanings of kore, sore, and are for now. Dore we will discuss later. So, from the speaker viewpoint, which is going to be kore? This one. Sore is anything that is near the listener, and are would be something that is far away from both. And these words in Japanese, this is cake, the Japanese equivalent keiki. I have written that in katakana because it's an English word, a loan word. You'll be learning katakana soon. This is book. The word for this, hon. Hon. This car, the word is kurma. Not the kurma that you eat. This is the kurma in Japanese. It means that car. Let's learn framing out sentences using these demonstratives. Kore, sore, and are. The first sentence. Remember, I am teaching you sentences first, then we will get into learning questions with these words. Kore. Kore, the category that it falls into is pronoun. After all, it's noun. So, this kore will be followed by the particle va. And this is going to be pronounced as va particle. Kore va. And then we are going to put the object here. This object is keiki. Keiki. This. So I am framing out all the sentences now from the viewpoint of Doraemon, which is the speaker in our example here. Kore wa keiki desu. This is in the same sentence pattern which we learned in the first lesson, N1 wa, N2 desu. In that pattern only we are framing out sentences. So, I want you to try framing out sentence for this sore, and this is the book, which is hon. So, from his viewpoint, we are going to frame out the sentence. A minute for you to frame it out, and then I'm writing it on the board. Sore wa hon desu. And last, are. Are wa kuruma desu. Okay, so we'll do one thing. I want you to try framing out this whole background sentences from the viewpoint of Pikachu. I am now changing the role. Pikachu becomes the speaker and he becomes the listener. Can you try doing it? I will wait for a minute. Okay, let's get started. He is going to tell kore. Kore should always be followed by the particle va. Get that very clear in your mind. Kore, wherever it is used, it has to be followed by the particle va. Kore va. Then comes the object. Hon desu. For him, sore wa will be keiki. And are would be kurma. Now, we will learn framing out questions using these words. I'm back to the same role here. He becomes the speaker and this person is the listener for us. So the speaker wants to know, what is this? What, the Japanese word for what, we learned it in lesson 1. What, the word was none. There is another word for it, nani. I will tell you where nani will be used later. For now, you take it that nan is the word. Whenever nan is used, it has to be followed by this. Okay? So, speaker wants to know, what is this? This object, pointing out the demonstrative would be sore. And remember, sore should always be followed by the particle wa. He does not know what is that. So instead of the object name, I am going to fit the interrogative word here. And that would be none. Followed by this. And since it is a question, the last part of the sentence has to end with ka. The particle ka denotes that it is a question. Sore wa nan desu ka? This is what the speaker asks. Now, take a guess. What will the listener answer for this? Pausing here for a minute because I want you to think. Okay. The first thing, since his answer is going to be a statement and not a question, this sentence has to end with this and not ka. That I'm sure. Let's frame out the sentence. He is going to refer to this thing as, what is the demonstrative word which will be used? Is it going to be sore wa hon desu? No. If he is going to answer, from his viewpoint, you will map the distance. This object is near this person, hence he should refer to it as kore wa hon desu. Getting my point? So whoever is talking has to check where is the object. From his viewpoint, he will check the distance and then fit the word. Okay. Next. Let's take, he is asking the next question. And his question is, are wa nan desu ka? Are wa nan desu ka? This is the second question which we are discussing. What is going to be the answer which he tells? Pausing here because I want you to think through. Okay, telling you the answer now. The final sentence has to end with this because it is going to be a statement. Which demonstrative word is he going to use? Which is the object which the listener is referring to now? It is this. Because for him, if he tells are refers to any object that is far away from both the speaker and also the listener. Hence the object referred is this one. That you're clear with. If he is going to answer from his viewpoint, where is the object? Is it near him? No. So kore is not the word. Is it near the listener? No. It's far away from both. Hence, the demonstrative word which he will use will be are wa kuruma desu. Are wa kuruma desu. Able to understand the usages of kore, sore, are? In the first example which we just saw, the speaker and the listener were facing each other and talking. Moving ahead, continuing the same example, let's take both of them are standing next to each other and talking. In such a scenario, how would they refer to objects? As in, what demonstratives should they use? Let's see that. So, A and B are standing together and they are seeing three objects. I have not changed the objects. The same objects as used in the previous example are on the board here. Can we just recall back the names of these in Japanese? This is keiki, book, hon, car, kuruma. What will be kore, sore, are in this context? Keiki. Look at the distance of the object from these two persons. Based on that, we are going to associate the demonstrative. This one is closest to both of them. Hence, this object would be referred to as kore. This object is slightly far away from them. This one would be referred to as sore. And the third object is far away from them. And this would be referred to as are. Kore wa keiki desu. Sore wa hon desu. Are wa kuruma desu. That's what they would tell to each other if they have to point out to these objects. Activity time. So we have seen kore, sore, are application part of it. Time to use that knowledge and do some small activity. I will show you some objects, tell you what they are called in Japanese, and I would ask you to frame either a sentence or a question using that object. This person will be me and this person will be you. So I will show you the object, place it in any place, and I want you to tell me the sentence for that object. Kagi. Keys, the word is kagi. If I place it here, remember, this person is you. So I want you to frame out a sentence for this kagi. If it is here, what will be a sentence? I'll tell the sentence now. First thing, the sentence has to end with this. And since the object is here, this is the speaker, that is you. For you, the object is near the listener. Hence, the demonstrative that will be used will be sore. And remember one rule very clearly, wherever kore, sore, are comes, that demonstrative has to be followed by the particle wa. Sore wa. What the object name? Kagi desu. So this was the sentence. I hope you got it right. Next object. This is paper. Paper, the word is kami. Kami. So I place the paper here. I want you to frame out a sentence for this object. It's a sentence which I want you to do now. Time to give you the answer. The object is close to the person who is going to speak. Hence, it would be kore wa kami desu. Kore wa kami desu. Okay, the third object is here. I'm not giving you the name for this. The object is placed here. I want you to frame out a question asking, what is this? Time for me to give you the answer now. The object was placed here, which is near the listener. Hence, The demonstrative that would be used here is sore. And sore will be followed by the particle va. Sore va. And you're framing out the question. What is the interrogative word that you will use? None. Because you're asking what? Koreva. Sorry. Soreva. Nan desu ka? Soreva. Nan desu ka? That's the question that you ask. My answer also I want you to frame out, but I will tell you what that object is called in Japanese. The word for umbrella is kasa. So you frame out what will be my answer for this question. My turn to answer now. It would be kore wa kasa desu. Able to follow? The object is near me, so from my viewpoint I will tell kore wa kasa desu. So we have learned 3 object names: keys, kagi; paper, kami; umbrella, kasa. The 4th object, this is the object bag. The word for bag is kaban. Kaban. Let's take the bag is placed far away from both of them. You frame out a sentence, not a question, a sentence for the bag. My answer? Areva kaban desu. Areva kaban desu. The translation of this sentence in English would be, that is a bag. Say, I want to tell that is a big bag. I'm adding an adjective also into this. That is a big bag. Big, the word for it is oki. Let's frame out this sentence using the word oki. First I will write the English sentence. That is a big bag. Writing this in Japanese. That. Areva. The adjective would be placed before the noun. Oki kaban desu. Areva oki kaban desu. So, I hope you have understood the application and the meaning of the 3 demonstratives: kore, sore, are. Moving ahead in the koso-ado discussion. Looking at some new set of words framed by using koso-ado as prefixes. The words are kono, sono, ano, dono. The meaning of these words would be something similar to the kore, sore, dore, are discussion, except that 2 points are to be remembered here. Point number 1. These words are used to refer not only to a thing, but they can also be used to refer to a person. Whereas the Re series, you can only use that to refer to a thing. This is the first point. Point number 2. Whenever these words are used, the next word immediately after this has to be a noun. So it is attached to a noun whenever it comes in a sentence. So two things I've told you. First one, this refers to either a thing or a person. And second, kono should be followed with the noun. Hence, I could call this no series of koso ado also as noun modifiers. Let's look at kono, sono, ano, dono. In what ways do you use it in a sentence? This again represents the distance of a thing from the speaker. Anything that is near the speaker would be referred to as kono followed with the noun. Anything that is closer to the listener. When he is talking, if he has to refer to anything which is closer to the listener, the demonstrative word that would be used would be sono followed with the noun. Anything far away from both of them would be referred to as ano, and this would be followed with the noun. Dono. Dono is an interrogative word, and just like what I told you in any no series, this has to be followed with the noun. The meaning of this interrogative word is which. For now, we are only going to focus on understanding kono, sono, ano with an example. So I am back with the same characters, same objects to explain the application of kono, sono, ano. Could you take a guess? Kono, sono, ano. Where am I going to place them? This is the speaker for us. So any of these words will denote distance from the speaker. Hence, if he has to refer to this object, he would tell it as kono. For him, this object is going to be sono, and this object would be ano. And the rule is, in all of this are noun modifiers, so it has to be followed with the noun. Let's frame our sentences. Kono keiki wa oishii desu. Kono keiki wa oishii desu. This cake is delicious. Next sentence with sono. Sono hon wa omoshiroi desu. Sono hon wa omoshiroi desu. I have given the meanings on the board here. That book is interesting. Ano kuruma wa atarashii desu. Ano kuruma wa atarashii desu. That car over there is new. What are the points we have learned under the kono, sono, ano discussion? Can we just recap that? First thing, kono, sono, ano refers to not only a thing but also to a person. I have not given you still examples referring to person. I have only dwelt with things for now. Second point, whenever these words are used, it has to be followed or attached to the noun. Only after the noun the particle is used. Just a small exercise to show you the difference in which kore, that is the re series, and the no series are used. Let's try framing out this similar sentence with kore so that you understand the ways the sentences differ. If kore is used, kore has to be followed up with the particle wa. because this is used more as a pronoun. Whenever noun comes, it has to be followed by the particle wa. これは美味しいケーキです。About the book. それは、それ has to be followed with the particle wa. それは面白い本です。あれ should be followed with the particle wa. あれは新しい車です。You could follow any of these two forms for framing sentences when you are referring to a thing.